tell you about the city of Detroit. There's different zip codes. You have Green Acres, very nice. You got the University District, very nice. You got Palmer Park. If you drive through here, you'll see so many dumpsters, 2 stories. They're redoing the whole blocks. A lot of people, a lot of the hipsters can't afford downtown. It got too expensive. They would come here and buy or rent over here. Hey everyone, how you doing? Todd Chunn with TC Deals. Today I want to do a video to tell you about the city of Detroit. There's different zip codes, and just go over the map. Okay, let me pull up the map here. All right, hopefully you can see it, and I'll try to make it bigger when I'm going over a lot of things. But so if you see this yellow line up at the top, this is 8 Mile. It goes west to east, okay? Above it, you have Southfield, Oak Park, you got Hazel Park, Royal Oak Township, then you have Warren, and then you have East Point above here. Then you're going into 4808080. I know we got Harper Woods down here. Trying to think of what's on this side. It might be Grosse Pointe Park or something like that. You have some Grosse Pointe down here, Harper Woods, and then you got the east side of Detroit. Pretty much from Woodward goes straight down, all the way down. 4203 is Highland Park. You could take Woodward straight down to downtown Detroit. All right, and then you have Gratiot over here. On the east side, you're coming from East Point, Roseville, East Point area, and you cross 8 Mile, you're in Detroit, and you go this way straight down downtown Detroit. Same thing with Grand River. Up here, you got Redford. Then now you're in Detroit. You cross Telegraph, you go straight down, all the way downtown. All right. Then you have Ford Road down here. You're in Dearborn Heights area, Garden City, down a little bit further. Now you're coming through a little bit of pocket right here at Southfield that actually right here that hits Detroit, not much, because Warren right here is pretty much the cutoff. Warrendale right in here. And then Dearborn Heights, and now you're going to Southwest Detroit, and you go straight down to downtown Detroit. Okay. So on the west side, let's go over that first. All right. So 48219 up here in the top corner. All right. So Telegraph right here, 8 Mile, this pocket. Just west of Telegraph, this little area is still Detroit. Once you cross a street called Frisbee, no, excuse me. Yeah, no, not Frisbee. What is that street called? I should know that, but it's not 5 Points. That's it. I used to live at Frisbee, which hits 5 Points. But anyways, so on the other side's Redford. This side's Detroit. All right, solid little area right here. 4219 solid. All right, so you have streets. Here you got 8 Mile up here. I want to go over these first, the borders. Then you have 7 Mile that goes straight across. Then you have 6 Mile. Another name is McNichols. And then you go down to 5 Mile. Another name is Finkel. And then you have the service drive of 96 Freeway is Schoolcraft, which is Jeffries. 96 is Jeffries Freeway. That goes downtown also. Then when you get on the other side of Jeffries, you have Plymouth Road. Then you have West Chicago Road. You have Joy Road. Then you have Tireman. Then you have Warren. And then you have Ford Road. Okay. And then going north and south, you have Telegraph. Lasher goes straight down. Evergreen goes straight down. Southfield Freeway goes straight down. Then you have Greenfield. You have Schaefer. Then you have Myers. You can't really see it, but it's like a main road also. Then you have Wyoming, Livernois, and then you get into Woodward. Let's see. You got DeQuinder, Ryan Road, Mound Road. You got Van Dyke, Hoover, Shaner, Hayes, Meringue, Maross over here. Okay, so let's go over some of these neighborhoods. 48219 is a west side. This is all the west side here, right? 48235, nice pocket here. Great for rentals, great for flips. You got the 7 Mile and Schaefer Myers area. You got the Home Depot down here. Nice spot over here. 48221, right here. McNichols. And this is Livernois right here. This is Wyoming. So McNichols above here. And this is Auto Drive right in this pocket. It looks small on this map, but it's a pretty good size. This is Bagley neighborhood. Okay. And then it goes on the other side of Wyoming. This is a good little spot here. It's not Bagley anymore, but it's still a nice rental, nice flip area. Then on the other side, let's see here, down here, you have Green Acres, very nice. You got the University District, very nice. You got Palmer Park, and then you're just going to start getting into Martin Park on the other side of Livernois. Okay, this is a nice pocket right here also. 48221 is a very solid area. 235 is a great solid area. And then you got some areas in 227, 238, 48204. I like the aviation sub down here. This borders Dearborn down here. 48239 is a Redford zip code, but there's parts at West Chicago, Plymouth, right in here. There's a street called West Parkway. East of West Parkway is Detroit. West Parkway is Redford. Solid pocket right here in 48239. Okay. And then let's go down. 48228 is Warrendale. This is nice pocket, very good for rentals. There's a lot of frame properties in this area, but they always been solid. They rent, they sell. You can fix and flip them. Definitely solid. Right borders Dearborn right here. Now you're gonna. Then if you keep going west, you're gonna down here. You're gonna get into Southwest Detroit 48210. Really 48209 right here. This is Southwest. You know, you got downtown right here. Then down below, I consider this getting downriver. 217, 218, you're in River Rouge, you're in E-Course. 48209 Southwest Detroit. Hard to find good deals down there. It is hot area. So a lot of them are the tenants or the owners. They're buying here. The Hispanics are buying in the 217 and 218, and they're coming up to 204, which is this is a really hot area now, right here at Joy Road, Tireman, Livernois, Jeffries Freeway, right in this pocket over here. If you drive through here, you'll see so many dumpsters, 2 stories. They're redoing the whole blocks. All right, so good little spot there. All right. Then you got 48206. You have Boston Edison. You got Woodward over here. You got Brush Park. Some nice areas over here. You're going towards downtown. All right. Here's Highland Park, 48203. And it's very spotty, but I'm hearing that Dan Gilbert's trying to buy everything off of Woodward in Highland Park, so that might be a smart move. Between 8 Mile and 7 Mile, where Auto Drive, all that good stuff. There's some great rentals all the way from DeQuinder down past Ryan, past Mound. All right, you're going to get some great rental areas over here, some solid areas. So Hoover, I'll show you a pocket I like. Right here off of 7 Mile and Hoover, where you got right in this pocket here, 48234. You have streets called Beelan, Runyon, Tepper, Blackmoor, all in here. I love this little pocket for rentals. It's a little solid. It's not huge, but it's a good pocket. Once you go on this side of 7 Mile and Hoover, it's horrible. War zone. This is where this is the area of where they shot El Camino with Clint Eastwood. 48205 or 4820 die. Just kidding. Anyway, I like anywhere from Shaner. East State Fair is probably right about here and up. There's some beautiful blocks in here, all the way from Shaner, past Gratiot, past Hayes, all the way to Kelly. Brick solid areas, great rentals. They're flipping some properties over here also. All right, then you got 48225 Harper Woods. Very always like this pocket, but the property taxes are outrageous. All right, 48201's East Point. I love that area. So now let's look at 48224. So back in the day when I did a lot of refinancing, I was getting appraisals back in 2007, 2008, 2006. We're getting appraisals at $120,000 and just some solid brick areas. It's not, I can't say it's the best area now. There's still some solid little spots here. Great for rentals. You got to know what you're looking at. On this side of 48224, you have East English Village. Okay, right here. On this side of 224, you have Morningside. And then right here by the hospital, Harper, I don't know what it's called now, but there's a hospital right here in Harper Woods. This borders Detroit. There's streets called like Blue Hill. Forget what the neighborhood's called. I should know it. It'll come to me. That's very solid also. All right, Cashew. This year you're getting down to Grosse Pointe. Right here, Mac. On this side is East English Village and Morningside. Then you could come down to Chalmers or Alter Road, make a left, go all the way down to Jefferson. Between Jefferson and the water, this is Jefferson Chalmers neighborhood. All right. So a lot of people, a lot of the hipsters can't afford downtown. It got too expensive. They would come here and buy or rent over here. Nice little pocket, nice little park down here. Then you have Indian Village. Over here, some fancy houses. We got some houses, some neighborhoods that are coming back right in here in 48214. And then you got some condos down here. So nice, solid areas. One zip code that I'm not a fan of is 48213. There's some good spots, but just not my favorite area for rentals and flips. It's not that big of a deal, but to me, that's one area that I'm just not a fan of. Hamtramck is right here, 48212. Right here, Clay, Hamtramck. Over here, this area is hot. A little bit comes over here also on the other side of 75, a teeny bit. But, or maybe not on the other side, excuse me, on this side of 75. It's a hot area. They love it. All right, let's see. Again, we have Boston Edison's at 48206. You got Southwest Detroit. You got Warrendale. This is where I grew up in Brightmoor. I forgot to tell you. 48213. Rosedale Park is right here at Southfield, Grand River, Schoolcraft. You have the Grandmont subdivisions, very good, very hot. You got Rosedale Park, comes up here, comes down here, 48223, zip code to 48219, up here also, Rosedale Park. But where I grew up was Burt Road and Schoolcraft right here. About right here is where my house was. Piece of crap area. They tore down all the houses. There's no houses on the block. They'll come back one day, maybe. But, anyways, just wanted to go over this with you. Hopefully that helps. Feel free to reach out if I missed anything or correct me on something. This is the way I see it. Okay. Grew up in Detroit, West Side mainly, but I used to run a ton of appointments back in the refinance days. I'm telling you, 12 appointments a day from house to house on the East Side, West Side. So that's where I learned the streets and the zip codes. And then you got Belle Isle down here. You got the tunnel. You got the bridge, Ambassador Bridge right here. You got Canada on this side, Windsor. But that's what we're looking at. Anyway, my name's Todd Chunn. I'm with TC Deals. You can reach out to me. Cell phone's 248-497-9195. My email's todd at tc-deals, tc-deals.net. Appreciate everyone. Thank you.